Caregiving can be rewarding and fulfilling, but also stressful and overwhelming at times. So to remind caregivers how much they're valued, Hospice Home Care and People's Church once again are celebrating the Caregiver. Celebrating the Caregiver is a conference for caregivers, families, friends, and professionals to learn about services offered in our community for loved ones. So here now from Hospice Home Care, Tish Davis, along with some sponsors of the event. We have Greg Steen from Senior Care Advocate and Joseph Zenith from Zenith Advisor. So thank you all for being here. Okay, I know it's Tish, but we were just joking about how everybody calls her Trish. Okay, so celebrating the home care. Yeah. What is this conference? What can we expect there?
Okay, so celebrating the caregiver, gosh, I think this is our 8th year. You can expect to find all the necessary resources for anyone that's a caregiver at home. So it can be for a spouse, grandparent, child, husband, I think I just said spouse, but anyone that you would take care of at home, you will find the necessary resources that you need, from the skills, tips, how to avoid burnout, all
kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
This is so important because you mentioned avoiding burnout.
Yes.
And sometimes, you know, we sort of lose ourselves if we are a caregiver and
yes.
we don't take time for respite care.
Yes.
And we don't even know where to go for respite
yes.
care. So this is a great opportunity to find those resources to help you.
Yes.
When and where is it?
Okay, so it's going to be Saturday, March 4th. From 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at People's Church, and if you don't know where People's Church is, it's Cedar and Herndon area.
Okay, okay, perfect.
Yes.
So an easy place to go.
Easy place.
Good time. How do we register? Is it free? What is the cost to us?
So it is free. You can go contact me. I think there'll be the information on the screen. Hopefully, I don't see it up yet, but it will be my phone number 559-708-7951, or you can go to our website, hospicehomecare.com, and there's going to be a link to register on there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So free. I actually I have your phone number on our website. So after the show, I'll put this web article up, and everybody can go there to find exactly where the link is and what the phone number is if you have more information. Yeah. So as sponsors, so Greg, you come here all the time with great information. You know, why is this such an important event for you guys to sponsor?
Thank you for asking. You know, we really believe that people need the right information. It's got to be accurate, it's got to be timely, it's got to be up to date. And we hear it all the time that people are getting outdated information. They don't know their latest updates with the VA or Medi-Cal. And I think one of the biggest things that Tish brings is just the resources that are out there, the help, and you know, we support all that. That's what we do every day. It's important that we put it out there on a large scale so everybody can have access to it.
And how about for Zenith? Why is it so important for you guys to sponsor?
One thing is same thing that Tish and Greg have been talking about is the value of relationships. Building the right kind of relationships to find the type of resource necessary to get the job done. And so part of what we do at Zenith Advisors is to help plan. So everything is prepared necessary to make things, you know, get the funding necessary for caregivers, right? Or for caregiving needs, estate planning, etc. And so those are one of the things that sometimes is overlooked until it's too late.
Yeah.
We want to make sure to provide a platform for people to understand that, yes, resources are here. Let's take care of this before it's too late.
And it's so, I think it's, it gives you a little push in the right direction. If somebody else is there who says, you know, I went through this similar situation, or I have experience in this, and here is the number that you can call, or here is the booth that we can go walk up to and get information, so that you have it there, and the onus just isn't on you to make that first phone call or to make that first introduction. Yeah. What kinds of success stories do you see out of this conference?
Gosh, a lot of thank yous. A lot of people will go and say, I didn't know, you know, sometimes we'll do like a caregiving skills.
Yeah.
And so they're like, I didn't know there were, I can't talk. I didn't know there were different equipment that you get, like slide boards to help people from a chair to a wheelchair, or I didn't know there was this type of wheelchair I could get for my loved one, or I didn't know there was a home care where I could have a caregiver come out and give me respite. Like, you know, I'm working 24/7 at home taking care of my loved one. Yeah. I need a break. I need to be able to go to a doctor appointment. I didn't know there was home care, or I didn't know there's VA benefits for my loved one, or financial, you know, both of them help with the financial resources, helping get that in place, because a lot of the times we don't want you to come when you're in crisis. We want you to come before
Yes.
and plan.
Yes.
And people will come and they'll be like, I've been holding on to your brochure for 8 years. You know, I finally need it.
kidding,
Or it might not be for them, but for a neighbor or, you know, their hairdresser or something. You know?
So that, I mean, that's a perfect segue into, you know, this isn't just for people that are caregiving right now.
Yeah.
You know, you might be a caregiver down the line. Maybe you know that you have that, you might have that capacity in your family and maybe in your genetics that you might have to do that someday. So one more time, when and where can we register and where is it?
All right, so Saturday, March 4th, 8 to 2 p.m., People's Church, Cedar and Herndon. It is free, and I forgot to mention there is going to be free breakfast, free lunch from Porta Subs.
That's all you got to say.
I'm there.
Right, and there's going to be one of our sponsors. She does Tasty Treats by Chris. Give you a shout out.
fun.
She's going to be doing a treats and drink table for the caregivers because she's worked in the backgrounds with caregiving, so she wants to
Right.
give back to the community, and it's
celebrate
just celebrate the caregiver, right?
The caregiver. Okay, you all, thank you so much for being here. It's a great work what you guys are doing, so thank you for being here so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up here on Central Valley Today, chefs sharpen your knives. The Casa Cook-Off is back. See what one of the competitors is whipping up after the break.